Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen. A lemon crumble. The lemon crumble for our lemon crunch cake is on our menu today. Alright, here is what we need to make that lemon crumble. We need vanilla pudding. We need jell-o gelatin, not jell-o pudding. Make sure it's gelatin, so make sure it's the clear looking jell-o on the front of the box. We need butter. We need flour. We need a quarter scoop. We need 2 bowls, 2 forks, and we need a pan and some wax paper. Use non-stick spray if you think you need it. I need it. I use it. You don't necessarily have to if you have a non-stick pan. Y'all know what I always say, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's get to it. Alright, so we're going to start off by doing 1 box of each, but obviously if you have a 3-layer cake or a big cake, then you're going to need more crumbles. So you're going to need at least 2 boxes of each one, but I'm going to do this right now for demonstration purposes only. So you want to put the jell-o into the bowl, and then you want to put the gelatin into the other bowl. So this is like super easy. Like, you would not believe it how quick you can do it. So the recipe calls for 1 box each, the vanilla pudding and then the lemon jell-o gelatin. Alright, so it's going to call for 1 stick of butter, but you're going to cut that in half. So it's a half stick of butter for each one. This is really easy. And then half cup of flour. So of course each one of these you need a quarter cup of flour in each one of these. So I'm going to list the ingredients in the description box down below. And if you haven't done so yet, hit that like button, that subscribe button, please. Hit that share button and hit that bell for notifications, so you'll be one of the first ones to know when I put a new video up. Yes, how about that? Alright, so you want to make sure your butter is at room temperature. So you want to make sure it's like super soft. Alright, so basically it's going to take 4 tablespoons of butter for each one of these that we're working on. So we'll work on each one, and then we'll mix it up. But you see as we go along. So it's pretty easy. You'll see. It's not time consuming at all. So your entire cake will probably be, your frosting will probably be more time consuming than this crumble. And this crumble does keep in the fridge. I think if you keep it in a freezer bag, you can keep it for 7 to 10 days. It'll still be good enough to use. So your crumble will just be cold. But which is fine, because you're going to sprinkle it outside the cake or on the cupcakes or whatever you decide to use it for. So, alright, so, and have everything ready. You know, when you see me pause on a video like this, it's normally because I started the video and I don't have everything in place that I should. So you want to make sure you have everything right there. Mise en place, everything in its place. So you want to make sure you have everything cut up. If you're using any eggs, then you want to make sure you break those. You see what I'm saying? So this butter, make sure you got it cut already and you're just ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So it saves a lot of time in the kitchen when you do that. So when you do that and you keep your work area clean too, it saves a hell of a lot of time. Absolutely. Alright, so we'll add the flour in here. So into each bowl, we'll put a 1/4 cup of flour. Alright. So it's always, when I see these crumble recipes, I always see that strawberry crunch cake. So I just decided I'm going to do a lemon crumble and do a lemon crunch cake. So that crunch cake recipe is definitely coming up. Definitely coming up. Alright, so now you want to take your fork and you're just going to take your time and work this in. Don't add anything. This is perfect. Trust me, it's going to work. Don't add anything. Don't omit. Don't add. Alright. So just keep working it. Turn your bowl. Just keep working your fork into that jell-o and that flour. So you want to work that butter all into it. Alright, so you want to make sure you don't have any the dry part of the mixture around the outside of the bowl like that. You want to ensure you don't have that. So you want everything coated, so it's going to kind of be like damp, if you will. It's going to look like damp sand, wet sand, if you will. Alright. Work on it, work on it. All right, good enough. Just keep working it in, keep working it in. All right. So again, you want to get all those dry parts incorporated in. So anything, you want to make sure you're scraping to the bottom of the bowl. Anything dry that's left, you want to make sure you get it incorporated into this mixture. Sorry. All right, this is looking good. This is looking good. Yes, it's looking very good. All right. So it's okay if it's looking crumbly like this at this point. It really is. In fact, that's what we're looking for here, is that it looks a little crumbly like this, almost like little small peas, little balls there. So that's fine. You see that, that means you've done it correctly. All right. So I'm going to move on to the lemon one. That was the vanilla. We'll move on to the lemon. Now, since the lemon is gelatin, this one is going to be more, it's not going to be as crumbly as that, as the vanilla pudding mix. It's not going to be crumbly like that at all. This is going to be, feel like it's a little bit wetter than that, which is perfectly fine. It's actually okay. All right. Yes, they look so similar in color that I had to smell both of them just to make sure that I actually had that. I was working on the lemon one. I didn't want to fool around with it or keep going, because there's some other things we need to do to the lemon mixture in order to make it yellow. Because when that gelatin jell-o comes out, if you'll notice, you're looking at it now, when it comes out, it's going to come out sort of a not necessarily a nude, but a little tan looking color. So we're not going to get yellow like we would want. We want it to be like a lemony yellow. So you're not going to get that out of that pudding doing this crumble mixture. So watch, I'm going to put a few drops at a time, but I'm going to end up, in all, I'm going to put 8 drops of yellow food coloring in here. Little by little, I'm going to work it in. So it looks like it's orange when it goes into the mixture, but you want to make sure you keep on working it in. Alright, so keep going. So you see it's turning already a little more yellow than it was. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's a total of 5 so far, 5 drops. And I'm looking for a really, not necessarily the muted yellow of a butter. I am actually looking for a lemon color. So like the skin of a lemon, I'm looking for that yellow. Really beautiful golden yellow looking color. And so for some of you, that right there is yellow enough. And if it is, that's fine. Your food, your rules. Your kitchen, your rules. How about that? All right, good. Not yellow enough, so I'm going to add a couple more drops. All right. Let's work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. Look at that. Look at that beautiful yellow color we have. It's exactly what we're looking for. Okay? Exactly what we're looking for. Yes. Alright, easy enough. Once those two are mixed up, what you want to do is you want to get your baking sheet. You want to line it with some wax paper. Now, in itself, wax paper usually is non-stick, but last time I did a crumble, it stuck a little bit to the paper. So I'm going to put a little bit of non-stick spray on here. If you got a better brand, I don't know. It may not stick, so I don't take any chances. So just put a little bit of non-stick spray, and we'll move on from there. All right, so not hard. Once at the easy part, now what you do want to do is you want to get your oven to 350 and make sure. So you make sure you preheat it so it's ready. Okay, now, so you pour your crumble on here. Now you're going to pour both of them. So see, this one is more like clay and the other one is more like little balls of sand maybe. And that's the consistency that it's going to come out to be. It's correct. If it seems like it's wrong, it's not. All right, so now what we're going to do here is we're going to mix this up. Don't make the mistake of mixing this up too much. So you kind of want to mix it up. Let me tell you, you kind of want to mix it up so you can see both colors. You know what I'm saying? So you want to see patches of white and patches of yellow. And if you do it like that, you'll do it correctly, but your crumble will come out beautiful. It will definitely come out really, really, really pretty. Because once we press this out, then we're going to put this into the blender. And that's how we're going to get the crumble, the consistency that we're looking for. But right here, we're just going to mix this up. Once we mix this up really well, this is going to go into that 350 degree oven. So you see how I'm doing it? I'm just kind of breaking up the yellow part of it. Now we're going to press this out. Press this out as flat as you can. Yep, so you don't want a mound of it sitting there. You want it as flat as you can. All right, good enough, good enough, good enough. All right, so you get the gist from here. Once it's flat, you get the gist from here. Once it's flat like this, it's going into the oven. 350 degrees for 6 to 8 minutes. Don't go over 8 minutes, but after 6 minutes, start watching. If it smokes a little bit, that's fine. It's on wax paper. But if it burns, you're going to have to do this all over again, and you don't want around the edges to be too brown. Watch it. Right now, so this is the piece. He's freshly out of the oven. Now, what happens up here is, let me see. You know what? I'll break a piece off because ideally this is what we're looking for. We're looking for it to break off in pieces like this. But now, I'm gonna get some dark pieces like that. Those dark pieces like that. Don't use those. Break them off. Yeah, break them off. You don't want to use those. Those aren't good. And don't overload your blender or your mixer. All right, so I'm going to use these big pieces, but we just want to make sure. That's what you're looking for, this to break off in planks like that, and that's good. So you're looking for the bottom basically to look like this. So you got your white part, got your yellow part. This is good. This is good. When you see any brown, don't do it. All right, so now, and some of your edges just might be, but see, or you'll get an edge like this. This may look a little bit, but we're going to use it now. So this is what we're going to do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to crush. Almost like ice. So what I like to do is more like a chop. Right? So do that. Stop it. Yep, that's what you want to do. These too fine, so those big pieces like that, break those little pieces up. All right, so we get a nice crumble. That's what we're looking for. A nice little crumble here. All right, so let's do this again. Out and look at it. So, all right, so actually what we're gonna get here is we're gonna get, all right, so yes, we get a nice yellow crumble like this. Now if you've seen the strawberry crumble, then you know that that strawberry crumble is like, it's two colors. It's two colors to it. This lemon crumble, what I did find out in making it, that you're going to get yellow. The entire crumble is going to be yellow. So, because the vanilla pudding, when you use it, it comes out to be a yellowish color. So, that's how you end up with all yellow here. So, as opposed to if you put it in with the strawberry, then you really can't tell. So, it ends up looking like it's pink and white with that strawberry. But because of the fact that it's in with yellow, it blends right in with it. So, you're not going to get the two colors for the crumble that we would normally get. So what we end up with this is we end up with a beautiful, beautiful lemony yellow color. But hey, that's perfect. All right, so I'm going to finish the rest of this in here. You can hit any setting on the blender you want. So if you're using a bullet or something, but just be careful. Don't make it too fine. You do want it to look like little pebbles, little rock pebbles, tiny rock pebbles though. So not like, you don't want it like sand. You want it like little pebbles. So watch this, the consistency right here. So just take a look at this picture. All right, so that's our lemon crumble. Isn't it beautiful? All right, everybody, go and make that lemon crumble cake soon. I will post the recipe very, 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 very soon. Enjoy your day. Thank you for watching. See y'all next time. As always, I appreciate you. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.